Well, it's time to settle it. Which platform is actually the best? All I'm gonna say is just put some respect on 4.0 T's. That's all I'm gonna say. I got tired of people saying that the DAZA was the best platform to go through and that it's the best Audi platform to build and all this other stuff. When in reality, I really think DAZA is only DAZA because they put it in the lighter cars, bro. If they would have put the 4.0 T in the lighter cars, the 4.0 T would have been the platform to go with. That's the only reason why people would choose to build these and not those. But today in this video, we are going to be comparing them, right? Comparing them in size, how they perform. Both of these has mods. These downpipe and tune, you got an intake too, right?
Yeah.
Intake too, so essentially full bolt tune, just stock turbo. No E85 yet, huh?
No. 93.
Spam in the comment section, flex fuel kit, man. And then me, I'm just normal stage 4 setup with TS1 turbos. But I'm on 93 today. Usually I'm on E40, but I didn't put E85 in. So let's see how these two compare. Even though I don't have the RS version, he got money, so he got the RS3, and I only got the S7. But it's still 4.0 T, and these both had dual clutches, so we get to see how each dual clutch compares to each other. Joe, you want to walk me through your car?
Yeah, so this is my 2019 Audi RS3. I got it at the end of February this year. It's got basically full bolt on other than the turbo, and then it's Dyno Spectrum Stage 2.
You have a trans tune or not?
Yeah, it's Unitronic.
Unitronic? Okay, that's the same setup I had when I first had the car. All of this stuff came with it when you bought it?
Oh yeah, bought it just like that. Just the only thing I did was put the wheels on it.
I don't know if y'all can tell the size difference, by the way, but that's a yacht. I think Joey's actually going to appreciate my car, being that he's way taller than me. Show you guys the interior. So we both have custom steering wheels. Smells like cologne in here. But yeah, he has the Diamond RS seats. I don't, because I got the Poverty Spec S7. But yeah, nice aftermarket steering wheel, and he has the digital dash, super fire spec. And this little dash comes up right here too, right?
Yeah.
So that comes up right here. But yeah, this whole center console area is way different than mine. I'm also a smaller guy too, so this is the room size is a little different, right? The back seat is basically non-existent.
Yeah, no, it's not there.
Yeah. So I do want to get TTRS next, and it's just like, only reason why I want to get TTRS next is because everybody has the RS3. TTRS is kind of a wee bit special, and that's why they're like 80 grand for the one with 30k miles. So this is the back seat, nothing too crazy, and here's the trunk space. So fairly decent amount of trunk space.
Yeah, it's not bad for how small the car is.
Yeah, for a compact sedan, yeah, for sure. So let me show you guys. Is this automatic or you just close it?
Nah, you just close it.
Perfect. Let me show you guys my car. Right here, we have the S7 Land Yacht. Right, his car comes on 19s. This car comes on 20s. All right, bigger wheels, bigger body. You can't even see his car behind mine over here, which is crazy. Here's mine. I got custom steering wheel as well. Mine does have carbon fiber everywhere in here, optioned, but I do have the Poverty Spec comfort seats. Even though the comfort seats for this is technically the top option, but they just don't look as good to me. Bigger back seat though, by the way. You can actually use these. Here's all my clothes and extra clothes that I use when it's cold outside at nighttime, and detailing stuff, and basketball sneakers, and everything else. But this just goes to show like all the extra stuff you can carry in here. Two nice Audis. Let's see how they sound, how they drive, and everything else. Okay, so let's hit the RS3 first. You have an exhaust on here?
It's downpipe and midpipe.
Downpipe and midpipe?
Stock muffler, yeah.
I bet. There you go. I was trying to see what the 4.0 T sounds like. All right, catless downpipe, Alibaba exhaust with Valvetronic mufflers, but they Alibaba Valvetronic, not the actual company Valvetronic, because it's the same thing. Don't tell them I said that. Car's fine, guys. It just smokes a little bit. That's all. My intake manifolds are stuck closed now, so they kind of have to force it open. It's a whole bunch of extra stuff. We're in the DAZA, guys. This is my first time driving one, by the way. Out of all the cars I've driven, I haven't driven a DAZA. This is gonna be a cool experience, huh? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, your car isn't like as low as mine. Yeah. Or I just think you just don't have a front lip. Immediately, it just feels smaller, more lightweight. You know, it's more direct because it's less weight to toss around. But luckily for me, in my car, I have all of the upgraded everything underneath, so it's not as bad as it is stock. If Joey drove my car stock, he'd probably be like, bro, this thing drives like crap. Yeah. Because his sister actually has an S7. Mm-hmm. When I drove hers, I was like, bro, this thing drives like crap. But like to her, it's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, you just don't know how it's supposed to, how it's supposed to feel, because how mine feels. So my car has basically every mod you can get underneath the car, which is like sway bars, sway bar end links, control arm bushings, control arms, upper and lower, everything you can get underneath, I got it. Is the DAZA single turbo? Yeah, it feels like it. I was like, okay, where's the turbo? Where's the turbo? Oh, there's the turbo. Yeah, it takes a little second. Yeah, so mine does like feel like that too, but my reason is a little different. But yeah, it's different to feel a single turbo. Only other single turbo Audi that I felt was the S5, and that's like a single turbo 2.9. Yeah. Or it might be the 3.0. I think the 2.9 is the RS5, the 3.0 is the S5. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. I just, twin turbos for me is just like the perfect setup. You can just get bigger twin turbos and call it a day. And then you'll still have like the single turbo lag. It won't be as bad. I seen your dad driving this thing, bro. He rips this thing, huh? Oh, this thing is so light. That single turbo does come in though. Yeah, for sure. It's a little scary when it kicks in. Only thing I hate about single turbos is like pulling out from a stop sign. If you ever want to like jolt out and get out the way, you can't. Yeah, no, you can't. All right, now we can get it pulled in. See how fast it is. All right, this thing moves. Single turbo power delivery is a little different though. But when it kicks in, it kicks in. I can only imagine what a DAZA, like, if that makes the same horsepower as my car feels. Oh yeah, it's probably wicked. Yeah. Scary. In this light of a car, it probably feels insane. You know where any curves are at? Curves? Yeah, like turns. I don't know, honestly. There's not really. How do you have an RS3 and don't know where the back roads are, bro? If I had a car like this, I'd be in the back roads every day. The thing about the like back roads is they all got potholes, bro. Ah, yeah. Yeah. This thing moves, bro. Why don't you race anybody? Oh. You leave that to your dad? Yeah. I don't like to beat on this thing too much, bro. Why? You have to beat these, bro. Those Haldex, though, the Haldex pump is just... Bro, you have to beat them. If you beat them all the time, they'll get used to being beat on it. It won't break. The motor. Yeah, so like my car, if you don't beat it, it starts driving weird. Yeah, okay. So like, you'll see, when you get in it, if you just get in it and drive for a little bit, you're just like, it's like it starts shifting funky a little bit. That's how this is too. If I'm not in sport, it drives like shit, bro. Yeah, and the second you put it in like manual and you actually drive it, when you stop driving it, after driving it hard, it feels way better. Yeah. But like, I had to get used to that because I was just like, I don't want to break the car, But like, you just got to drive it hard. Beating on it. Yeah, drive how your dad drive it, bro. You just pull out the lot, just floor it, bro. As long as it's warmed up, you're good. What intake is on here?
It was an APR carbon fiber, but I had my buddy weld up a aluminum custom pipe for it.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Yeah, and then it's got the APR cone on it still.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. I don't know if you guys can hear the spool. Let me see if you can hear it. I hope you guys can hear the spool. I hope the mic is picking it up.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, I don't know if y'all seen, but in my last video, before the last one, I drove a Huracan, and this sounds pretty similar.
They do.
It really does. Well, the Huracan is like way louder, but
right,
because all the induction noise and then the motor is like right here.
Yeah.
But the tone and everything, I can imagine this is what a twin turbo Huracan would sound like, just be louder. And then the R8 V10 lets you rev like to like 10,000 RPM.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I miss my burbles. Alright guys, we just drove the DAZA. It's alright. You know what I mean? It's alright.
Alright.
Nah, yeah, this thing drives pretty nice though, I'm not gonna lie. It handles well. It's a little pocket rocket. The single turbo is probably best. I feel like if it was twin turbo, it would probably feel too fast all the time.
Yeah.
All the low end torque.
It's a good daily though.
Yeah. Nah, perfectly good daily. But yeah, bro, the DAZA, man, it drives nice. It sounds nice. It handles well. I need to drive a faster one. I need to experience like a 900 wheel, 1,000 wheel horsepower one. I gotta see what that feels like. But just coming from full bolt-on stock turbo, this thing's pretty nice. Now you gotta put it on E.
Yeah.
Flex fuel kit makes your car more reliable, not less reliable. I be telling people that all the time.
Is that right?
Yeah. People think it makes it less reliable. I'm like, bro, if you have a flex fuel kit installed in your car, if you put bad gas in it, it'll like adjust so your car can drive properly with it. So it's like if you don't have a flex fuel kit, you don't, you know.
Do you run full ethanol? Or you just
Nah. I need port injection to run full. So I can run like E40, maybe E45.
Yeah.
But
you got a tester?
yeah. But even the flex fuel kit comes with a built-in tester, so you can pour it in and wait a second, and it'll tell you exactly what it is. If you need more, just put more in. But yeah. So if you guys like Joey's car, what's your Instagram?
It's RS3 Joey.
Yeah. So follow him. He don't really post videos, but hopefully he do after this.
Yeah.
You know? And you're going to start driving hard after this too, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. So Joey's going to drive the 4.0T. Let's see how he likes it.
Let's go. Sounds good.
Yeah. It's going to feel way different too. All right, guys. So I've only let a few people drive my car. And I'm starting to like let more people drive it now because I do beat on it a lot. So, you know, it's just I try to let people that's responsible drive it, not people that just be doing crazy stuff. So Joey has an RS3, so he knows what he's doing. This is just a little faster.
Here's Bill.
You gotta rev it out, bro. Don't be scared.
It's floats too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you feel the torque, it's scary. When it gets flat, go to second and just let it rev. But you gotta gas it though. Don't be scared. You feel how I was holding it?
Yeah.
Like you can feel the weight, but it's holding it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Nah, just go slow until it gets to like 45. All right, go ahead. bro. You gotta be confident in this. It do everything.
It feels heavy too.
Yeah, yeah.
I can definitely tell.
You just gotta get used to the feeling. But the car will tell you what it can do though. It'll tell you. Once you start giving up, you'll know.
I go in second.
Yep, go one more. There you go. Yeah, this thing it's a different experience, bro. It's a different experience.
100% different. Just because, like, I think the size definitely plays a big
Yeah, the size, right? Yep. The size, the tuning is a little different too. So like, his car builds boost all the time because it's single turbo, so it kind of like lets you rev.
I'm gonna take this way.
Yeah.
I think you need the burbles back, bro.
Yeah. The turbo spool is just way better though with no burbles.
It's definitely loud.
It's so smooth over here, bro.
Yeah.
But like in the driver's seat, it does feel like way more aggressive when I drive it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think I've ever been in here in your passenger seat while you were driving, but no, it definitely feels smooth. I thought it was gonna feel way more clunkier the way you were describing it, but
it's solid, bro.
Yeah, dude, it shifts smoothly.
It's so smooth. It doesn't feel like you're just going 80, bro.
Yeah, no,
over here, does it?
It's definitely smooth. It's crazy.
All right, Joey. Honest opinion on the 4.0T.
It feels good, bro.
Yeah.
I like it. Definitely feels way smoother suspension-wise, and the shifts are very smooth.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like it's like floating. I don't know if it's the air suspension or all the add-ons you have with the sway bars and everything, but it definitely feels very smooth.
So Joey was scared to really take the turns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this thing, I'm telling you, this thing does it, bro. It's a beast. One of these days, I'm gonna have to just take you for a ride around and just like really whip it around so you can feel the difference. Cause this thing is crazy. Unless you want to go now, I'll take you now. We don't have to film that part, but I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm down.
But yeah, guys, hopefully this shows you guys some of the stuff comparing the DAZA to the 4.0T. Both of these cars are amazing cars, different price ranges. Me personally, I just feel like the DAZA is a wee bit hyped up more than the 4.0T is, but I think that's only that because they put the DAZA in the lighter car, so people chose the lighter car to build on. That makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But 4.0T in a smaller car, everybody will have 1200 horsepower, 1500 horsepower 4.0Ts. But that's the reason why nobody has built motors, because you can make 1200 wheel on this stock motor. Anything after 650 wheel on this, you got to build the motor. So all I'm gonna say is just put some respect on 4.0Ts. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, all y'all DAZA lovers, put some respect on 4.0Ts. But after driving this, I do have a little bit more respect for it, and I'm still gonna get a TTRS one day. But let me know what y'all think about this video. Make sure I give Joey a follow for letting me use his car for this video. And yeah, anything you wanna say?
Go follow, bro. Go follow up.
Yes, sir. So he gonna start posting videos after this. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all support. Follow for more content. Hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what the next video should be. Oh, matter of fact, comment down below what I should compare this to next. Yeah, that's a good thing. Let me know. All right, we out.